Today, you will be doing prime time half sheet 1. Number 1 says, Anthony does 12 sit-ups every morning for 110 consecutive days. How many sit-ups does he do? So our key words there are how many. We're going to multiply 110 by 12. So if I write that out, I don't want to use the highlighter. 110 times 12. 2 times 0 is 0, 2 times 1 is 2, 2 times 1 is 2, cross my 0 off, or 2 off, put a 0 down, 1 times 0 is 0, 1 times 1 is 1, 1 times 1 is 1, and then I add them. 0 plus 0 is 0, 0 plus 2 is 2, 2 plus 1 is 3, and I just bring my 1 down and add my comma. So Anthony did 1,320 sit-ups. Now, you can do the partial product method, you can do lattice, do whatever multiplication model helps you the best. I'm going to erase that and rewrite my answer so we still have it. I need to see your work for credit. But that way I can do the other problems as well. Number 2 says, Susan drinks 5 cans of pop a day. How many cans does she drink in a week? Again, our keyword is how many. And another thing we need to know is how many days are in a week? I'm going to highlight that in a different color. So a week. We don't have a number, so we have to think to ourselves, how many days are in a week? So if I list them off, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, that's 7 days. So I need to do 5 times 7 equals 35. This is a fact you should know by heart, but if you don't, count by 5s, make an array, lattice again, which would be sort of difficult because it's not a double digit. So a multiplication chart, whatever you need to do. 3 says change 3/4 to a percent. So how we can get a percent is we need to divide our numerator, we need to divide our denominator, the 4. Scratch that. We divide 3 by 4, so our numerator by 4. So I can write it this way, 4 divided by 3. Well, I can't do that. So I add a 0. How many times does 4 go into 30? 7 times. Write my 28. 7 times 4 is 28. If I subtract, I get 2. And I have another 0. 4 times 20 is 5. So it's 75. But it's not 75. It would be 75 hundredths. You can't see my decimal, but it's there. So to get a percent, I have to multiply that by 100 to get 75%. So 3/4 is 75%. Number 4 says, what is 1/4 plus 1/2? First question I ask myself is, can I add these two numbers together? No, because our denominators are not the same. I can either make 1/2 into fourths. So I would have 1/4 plus 1/2. And I'd have to multiply my numerator and my denominator by 2 to get my common denominator. So 1/4 plus 1 times 2 is 2. And 2 times 2 is 4. So 1/4 plus 2/4 would then be 3/4. So 1/4 plus 1/2 is 3/4. Maybe you get your fraction number line out. Turning it into an equivalent fraction would be great. Drawing it out, whatever works for you. Again, I'm going to erase our answers, or our work, and just leave answers so I can look at the bottom one. Again, you need to have the work so you can get credit. 5 says, a group of students are working on a community project together. They each work 105 hours on the project. How many total hours did they work? Again, let's look at our key words here. It says how many total? And our numbers are 25 and 105. You could add 105 together 25 times, 105 plus 105 plus 105, because we know how many total could be an addition problem. But you can also multiply. So if we do 105 times 25, this is, again, you can use a lattice, partial product, traditional way, whatever works for you. 5 times 5 is 25, carry my 2. 5 times 0 is 0, plus 2 is 2. 5 times 1 is 5. Cross out that 5, and here's my 0. 2 times 5 is 10, carry the 1. 0 times 2 is 0, plus 1 is 1. 2 times 1 is 2. And then I add them together, and I get 5262, which is 2,625. Is that one of my answers down there? Absolutely, it's B. Remember to show your work and turn this in when you're done.